Oh, hello. And I'm in a video making mood because I finished work. I'm no longer feeling constantly tired, and I got like 3 days until I get back to work. Enjoying Christmas, whatever. Uh, so yeah, back on Sunday night, and um, and when I started Path of Exile, I stumbled across ZiggyD's tutorials. No, but I remember I stumbled upon, I don't know, was it this playlist? And I found it, to be really long to follow through, and he switches to RNG, way too much. He would just pull out some random loot and be like, oh, I'm gonna use this because this got a really lucky roll, and if you fail to do exactly what happens in his videos, and then you're screwed, basically. But I remember his videos being really long, and now he has another playlist, the 2.0, this one. I guess I'll link it in the description. I tried to understand all the builds that are presented in a text format, but it really didn't make a lot of sense to me most of the time. I just couldn't understand what they were talking about. Like, for example, here in the Righteous Fire build, he presents that in the description. There's a link to the info sheet or something. No. Build planning and starting info. No. I don't even know, man. Update. Oh. Oh, this I don't know. Whatever. Well, info sheet is his own, creation, a Google Doc, whatever. Yeah, but basically I haven't watched this guide yet. I've been out of Path of Exile, but whatever. I'll give my humble opinion, a little take. Let's start it up. The login screen. I'll bypass this not to show my password or email. Whatever. It auto logged in, so it didn't have to show anything. Let's see. I got this level 2 Scion, but I guess I'll just start a new character if I'm not at the character limit. Talisman League, yeah. And I'll do my original thing. And the plan is to keep it short. I think I'll actually disable the chat. Yeah, so basically my guide or I don't know. I name my character Landing Castle. I'll keep it short. ZiggyD explains the beginning very nicely in the guides. So I'll just skip the parts. It should be really easy to get to some areas at the very beginning, so I'll not bother showing it. Well, here we have Helic. Actually, You know, I really like ranged characters, just because I think that somehow, whatever. Yeah, so, you know, Helic, if you melee, it you know, it will be a bit more challenging. Well, I mean, I'll just sell everything. And the way to sell is to hold control and click these things. I'll keep the equipment for skill gems. Oh man, I don't even know. Yeah, and the first thing to watch out for is the superior. You know, just somehow get used to spotting these items. Superior flasks are very good. You know, to just save them up for the bonuses they provide. And the thing that, oh man, wait. So the superior, you know, you notice it has a quality. If you sell items of a total combined like quality of 40, the vendor will give you a recipe or an orb instead of a normal reward. Man, these starting areas are a bit harder now since I remember. Yeah, so just the first tip. And the second thing to watch out for is, you know, how you notice how the slots on this item are 3 different colors and they are linked. If I sell that item to the vendor, I'll get this chromatic orb instead. You know, and another superior. So, oh crap. And the thing to remember about quality items is, you know, armor, any armor works towards the armorer's, I can't remember what's it called, and the any weapons, you know, can be sold together, and any flasks, you know, whether it be mana flasks or whatever. Shabby jerkin. The plan currently is to, you know, it's, oh man, it's basically the same for any character, is to get to level, or the second town without leveling up. You know, through clever use of equipment. At least that's what I did back in the patches, so I don't know if the game works the same way now. So let's see if I encounter any changes. Gauntlets. I'm not using any armor because, you know, it decreases the running speed. That's what ZiggyD recommended. I'm not sure it's a good idea, but whatever. And for now, I mean, the flasks are really powerful at the beginning, until you reach the prison guy, the prison boss. But through evasion, you should be able to, you know. I think I'll just drop this stuff off. Whoa. Stone altar, new edition. So basically I got this talisman. I don't know if I should use it, you know. Maybe you won't get the same thing I did. regenerated. Place 5 talismans. Of the same tier. And do what? I could sell these items, but it's a tedious process. The objective in the mudflats is to find these nests and gather 3 components to open a path forward. And what I suggest, you know, while playing this game is to learn patience and just don't be greedy. Retreat whenever your life bar gets threatened. Another superior, so I'm just not gonna even. I'm just gonna straight up grab it. Look at this beast. Whoa. So just don't be greedy. Don't stand there tanking things. Has energy shield, maybe I'll save it for later. Whatever, I'm not really concerned about the running speed. So basically I got these 3 components. It should be alright. Oh, this is quite a trap. What did I summon? Some kind of spikes from the ground? Yeah, this orb, if you sell those quality items. So I got this superior, and this for chromatic orb. Inventory space is limited, so you know, if you don't want to waste a lot of time with TPs, you know, portal scrolls, create portal back to town. I remember these having, yeah, these bone things, they bite really hard, as I remember. If they gang up on you, especially in a fertile pool. Well, I could also sell these things, but they need to be identified, I think, to get the alteration orb. Yeah, and for superior armor you get these from the vendor if you sell them. So my current items, you know, I got some pretty powerful gear for starter area. The ledge. So let's see, don't remember where to check things out. So level 7, still haven't used any of the skills. You know, start the game is way too easy. I forgot to level up the skills. Skill gems are they called? Okay, in the climb it starts to get a bit dangerous without leveling up, so if you're having trouble, now would be the time to specialize into something. But I'll try to get through this. These blue looking mobs are a bit tougher as well, so there's no shame in retreating from them. So let's do some basic arrangement. So I got 13 and 7, that makes 20. I've got 7, 8, 5. And I got 20. So let's see what happens if it still works. Ah? What? 20 gives its own. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, well. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Not enough. Okay, then let's try this then. I got 14. I got 8 and... no, 7 and 9. Where is it? Yeah, so that's 16 plus 14 should be 40. No? Okay. Of course, I wanted to use 10 and 10. So these two, for example. Yep, 40. Just do some basic math. You know, why not? Let's see about weapons. Oh, I should have weapons as well. I got 11, 7, 12 and 10. So 18, 30, yeah, should be right. Yep, and there you go. That's why I collect superior items. Because some people, you know, if you follow the trade chat, some people, you know, seek these armor scraps and blacksmith stones. I picked up a magma orb. I wonder what it does. Nothing much, I guess. Yeah, and whenever you find these flasks, I recommend you just keep an eye on them, and don't get rid of these empty flasks just yet. Oh, because you know I got these purchases from my previous playthroughs, whatever. Of the so basically I can't remember, was it 3 flasks? No, 3. So if you sell 3 small flasks, you get a 1. Just, you know, pay attention not to sell the flasks of a quality, because those are quite rare to come by, and you will get a special orb for that. So let's dump this thing. Quality. I'm collecting these rustic sashes for a recipe that ZiggyD demonstrates somewhere. Well, perhaps. There's also a trick. I don't know if you call it a trick. If you control click on an entrance, you know, click while holding control, it opens this thing, and you click the new button to basically, you know, respawn all the monsters. If you have been through the area, you cleared it out. But I think it doesn't work in a party. Well, what do we have here? A unique drop. Fire. Kinda like armor better, but it got some nice resistances, so of course we're gonna keep it. Oh, here we go, the warden's quarters. So basically what you need to remember about boss fights is you need to save up your flasks. You can refill your flasks only by killing enemies, so I'm not sure if it works on summoned enemies, like those that don't really have a health bar or a presence. Okay, so I've reached the warden's chambers. So just remember that you can use a teleport scroll if things get dicey. So I still haven't leveled up. Let's see how it goes. What? New attacks? Very, very of his chain. Stand back. Well, thing. Oh, that hurt. Oh man, he's tough. Oh, they give us enemies to refill our flasks. That's good. Whoa! That hurt a lot, dude. Dang. Oh, come. Yeah, buddy. No, I can't pick up a knife. Really? Oh God. No, I can. Wait. There you go. No? Come on. Oh, okay. What about this? Yeah. Just swap your weapons and you got extra carrying space. So yeah, that was Guy. From this point on, you can just start, you know, speccing out. But of course I'm not gonna, you know, start putting points into anything just yet. Just, you know, switch up some equipment, get more armor, don't get too attached to your old gear. I mean, at this point I got the access to a coned helmet which gives 35 armor, but I'm attached to this thing which gives me fire resistance, you know, so that's a bad thing to get attached to lower gear. Yeah, so that's my take. So this is my take on Path of Exile tutorial, you know. I think tutorials should start from Act 2, from the town. You know, I still haven't leveled up. I think oh well. I think real tutorials, I'm not real tutorial, what am I talking about? I mean, I think tutorials should focus on explaining, you know, like for example I saved this bow because it has links, just like my old bow does, and it's a bit stronger on the attack damage, and if I get some modifiers on it, it will really shine. You know, early game should focus on explaining the recipes. I think I'll save all these. I can't remember what the recipe was for it. You know, saving skills, saving these orbs. What do they do? Because it's really not super difficult to get through this starting area. I've encountered some one or two tough bosses or just enemies, you know. Just in the previous area there was this flaming dog mini boss which does a lot of damage compared to everybody else. So I think, you know, no need to dwell on these lower areas. Just, you know, get familiar with equipment that increases some of your stats early. You know, quick fixes like for example, this armor is 19 armor. You know, next one that you can equip is oh crap, is 35 armor. You know, no need to even look at the stats, just look at the armor and you'll be fine. Nothing too challenging before you reach like I can't remember what it was called. You know, when you complete all the acts, Act 1 normal, Act 1 cruel, or Act 1 impossible, I can't remember the difficulties. You know, it will open up new tabs and every difficulty has the same acts. So yeah, as you know, naturally level up, these enemies don't really have the damage output to be too dangerous if you know what you're doing. Oh, I got these I have these life flasks, but I really hope to get a wrong flask. My upgrade to my mana flask. What's up with that? I'm really unlucky on the mana flask drops. Okay, here's the first real challenge, Merveil. I strongly suggest you go in prepared. You know, I should swap out some armor just for this fight, but oh well, I'll try to, you know, do my thing, my usual thing. Just keep on the move. Try not to get hit. But it's a really tough battle if you haven't leveled up. And even if with leveling up, you know, you gotta be. Obviously, you'll see. And I'll go ahead and drop down an aggressive TP. Whoa, she got some new tricks. Oh, damn. Oh my god. I will definitely run out of the out of charges for my flasks. Health flasks. I'm not so worried about the mana flasks. Oh man, they changed Merveil, I think. I don't remember the fight going like this. Oh god. Oh, not good. Yeah, so see, she has a lot of DPS. And she has a large health bar, unlike Brutus in a prison. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, am I gonna make it? I'm really low on flasks. But that's only the first form. No, I'm gonna use the TP, whatever. Otherwise I'm gonna die. Yep, no need to risk it. I'll just quickly drop off my thing. Superior. So back into the cave. I think I should drop another aggressive TP just in case. Oh man. Now she spawns enemies, so the flask refill a bit. But still, this is quite the battle. Ooh. I think I soon will find the victory here. Right, I used... Ooh, finally. Well, yeah, so, but still, see, I did it without leveling up. So, nothing to see here, move along. You know, you just need to know about such a greater flask. You just need to... Oh yeah, see, quality. If you get 40 of these qualities, oh man, you're in for some good times. Diary. The game is spoiling me. I got the greater mana flask now. Nice. Well, so made it to town. Now you can... I recommend you find some videos on builds you can take or whatever, you know. So I got 14 points. You know, I'm at town. Act 2, normal. So this is where the game really begins, because, you know, the enemies get really, you know, much tougher. They give a lot of DPS. You know, so it's harder to stay alive. Yeah, so I guess this is a good place to end part 1. I don't know if I will have a part 2 because I haven't figured out the game yet as much. Thanks for watching, hope you found it useful.